Okay, folks, I'm down here at Canal Ridge. Cold Friday morning, and we got a steel coil train, Norfolk Southern, right here. Down here with Buckeye Freight Railing and SD70AH today. Having a little rail fan get together down here in Cincinnati. See if this guy's got a DPU on the back. He had two on the front, so he may not have the DPU. Get Norfolk Southern, CSX, and the Indiana and Ohio Railroad all run down through here. This first train of the morning, it's about 28 degrees. Yep, no DPU. We may have a coal train coming south. We heard something on the radio. Oh, it's a good chance there's a coal train on the way. He sure decorated that car. Yeah, there's SD70AH and Buckeye Freight Railing up there. I'll leave links to their channels down below. And we're down here. This is close to this part of Cincinnati. This is basically, they call it Wynn Place, St. Bernard area. But Procter & Gamble, the original factory's right up there, the original soap company for P&G. Still there, but it's not owned by them anymore. They sold it off. It's called St. Bernard Soap Company now. But still got a healthy Procter & Gamble presence down here. Still using the old B&O CPL signals up there too. And they're still working. Okay, folks. Got a southbound CSX here. I believe this could be a mixed manifest. I see some hoppers and some tanks behind it. So I'm not sure what we got here. It might be an ethanol train, or it could be a mixed manifest. We've got a couple of YN2 paint jobs here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that steel coil train's still sitting down there on track 3 as he's waiting to get in the yard. I heard them talking on the radio. Somebody's got trains blocked everywhere from getting in here, so apparently they're trying to get something out of the way, and it sounds like we're going to get some good action here in a little bit. bit of everything here. This isn't ethanol. I've seen LP, acrylonitrile stabilized. I have no idea what that is. If you know, put it down below. And hydrous ammonia. We don't want that stuff leaking. I'd like to keep breathing for a little bit longer. There's some brand new tank cars full of anhydrous ammonia. They're pretty when they're new. Yeah, I said before, these tracks right here, the one the train's on now and the one next to it, the center track, those actually run all the way up through Glendale, into Hamilton, Carlisle. Eventually they go through Deschler and on up to Toledo. That's why they call it the Toledo sub. Down here it's called the Cincinnati subdivision. I've never seen one like that before, an insulated coil car. Some more LP cars. I don't know what those are. Whatever 1993 is on the placard. So he's either going to slow down or he's going to completely stop.
20 more.
I know it's a slow train, but it's definitely a long one too. I figured those box cars would be the end of it for buffers, but there's more coming. This would have been a good one to get through, coming through Glendale. It would have been moving pretty good. That was different. There's the end of it. You can believe this was a train that would never end. And he stopped, so no telling when he's going to get moving again. So we'll just shut her down and wait for the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the patience, because that was a long and slow one. Alright, after about 20 minutes, our long train has started moving. And we've got a NS up here, Intermodal, coming in. He's going to be going slow because the steel train that went through earlier is on the same track that he's rolling down right now in front of him, down around the curve down here. So this very likely will stop too, unless the steel train's moved in the last couple minutes. Down there, Fred's a rail friend of mine, real good guy. Like the rest of us, retired, just likes doing this stuff, but we have a good time. Might have got the steel coil train out of the way. He's rolling along here. I think he's slowing down. Yeah, one thing about them going slow, you can check out the artwork, I guess. You never know what you're going to see, good or bad. Looks like we got a clear signal on track 2 up there, or else it's the way the sun's hitting it. This train's on track 3. So one comes up track 2, it might be blocked by this intermodal. There's a refrigerated container, and here's the Thermo King running. That's the refrigeration unit that keeps it cold in there. I worked on those a few times at my old job. Pretty neat units the way they work. You can run them off of electricity, or they can run off of a diesel. Yeah, we've definitely got a clear signal up there. I'd like to have the money that they spend in spray paint on these cars, especially at today's prices. Your average can of spray paint's $5 or more anymore, unless you get the really cheap stuff, which is still like $3. You have a small fortune tied up in one of these murals like that one right there. Like I say, they might be starving to death, but they're still promoting their artwork. I guess, if you want to call it that. come on, roll up about another 50 feet. I want to catch this northbound. All right, another stop train. So we'll shut her down here and wait on that northbound. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right, while we're waiting on that northbound, this is the Mill Creek. Runs through Cincinnati, runs north. I believe it actually runs up through Sharonville, which is close to Glendale. This used to be one of the most polluted waterways in the city from all the dumping that went on it from industries and what have you. But they've gotten it cleaned up quite a bit in the last few years, but it's been pretty notorious. It's been the butt of a lot of jokes in Cincinnati for most of my life. So I don't know if there's any fish in there, and if there are, I don't think I'd catch them and eat them, because you never know what could happen to you. But it definitely is a lot better these days. That's the end of train device. That thing sends a signal back to the front of the train, tells them the air pressure at the back of the train and what have you. It also gives off a radio signal. That's that beeping noise you hear in the radio. Let you know if the train's getting close. That's what we use a lot of times when we're out in the country, so we can, the signal coming off that lets you know there's a train close by. And it flashes red in the dark too. They call it the FRED, flashing rear end device. So, get a close up at it while this one's sitting here. Here comes our northbound. Up here, it gets hard on an old man. I'm not in that kind of shape anymore. Well, that one had a flat spot on it. You can still hear it. Yeah, he was a shorty. All right, well, as you can see, the Intermodal's still sitting here. Hopefully he moves soon so we get a better view of the trains on the other tracks.